Hi, I'm John Holm. Welcome to my first blog. And, well, I'm a little bit distressed this week after watching the Dow drop down below 20,000 points. I know many of you folks are not affected by the Dow as much because how many of you get a raise when the Dow goes up and down? Not many. But this virus has knocked many of you out of work. You're stuck at home. You have the kids bouncing around you. But I've been talking with medical professionals, and I got to visit my doctor this week. And luckily he's very well connected, so I've been able to find out about how many people are being affected in the Rogue Valley with the coronavirus, as well as how well stocked we are with supplies. So only 3 people so far here in the Rogue Valley as of Friday, and at least the Rogue Valley is supplied well enough that we should be all right unless we get hit with a heavy attack of the virus. So that's good news. But I'm kind of worried about small businesses right now because with Kate Brown taking the restaurants out of service with the exception of takeout and drive-thrus, that has knocked out a lot of people from working in the way of waitresses, and we've cut down how many cooks probably because of it. And now other people are probably losing because we probably don't have as many people delivering. I mean, this just has a tidal wave effect of how many people are losing jobs. And then finding out from my doctor, I said, how long do you expect this to last? And the look he gave me was, well, it's not going to end next week like Donald Trump said. He goes, if it ends next month, I would be happy. But I'm not expecting it. So I thought maybe it's a good time to start doing town halls and ask, what do we do when we restart? And ask the second district, how do you want to, how do we restart? How do we effect a good restart for the second district? As an elected person, I am an employee of the people. And my platform is a lot about creating jobs. And some of the things I talk about is bringing in transport with a fast rail train and how that creates community and it'll bring in jobs and moving people around for healthcare and etc. This virus has really changed things, so I thought my first town hall should be about doing the day after. I was going to the morning after, but my executive assistant said that sounds like the pill for birth control. She said, nah, you better not do that. So we decided against that. So I agreed with her. A little humor. So on the 25th, Wednesday, between 7 and 8, on Facebook, I'm going to do a live town hall for those of you who would like to join me. If not, I'll just do a recording of some of the things I would like to do to help increase the second district for jobs, for healthcare. And we will record it and then we will keep it online, and we'll also add it to ir.com page so people will be able to see it. But we need to start thinking about how to increase getting people back employed, because I don't have a lot of faith in what's going to happen afterwards. We have a Democratic Congress, but we have a Republican Senate that has already decided not to allow sick leave with a 51-49 vote. That's distressing. And listening to the news, that was Chamber of Congress that kind of pushed through that part. Yay, Chamber of Congress. So that's distressing that they wanted to push that issue. How are we going to protect the workers? How are we going to help get the workers back to work? for the 2nd District. How are we going to help farmers? How do we get students back to school and get them back on track? This is a huge, step that we're going to have to come together as a community. And that's something I always talk about, is community. It's not something that we can do individually. We have to come together as townships, as counties. I mean, we can't keep bickering amongst each other. We actually have to start talking with one another. No more yelling, no more screaming. We have to do it as one. And as an employee of the people, I plan on being someone that will sit there, listen, and say, yes, okay. I will talk about things that I would like to offer that we can get on bills immediately, that should be amenable for other Republican congressmen, that they should be acceptable, that will help this district specifically. But we have to get our healthcare system rebuilt. Donald Trump said that our healthcare system was, I can't remember the exact words, but basically awful. Well, he tore it down over the last 4 years. That's why it wasn't working. In fact, over the last 6 years, the Republicans have been trying to tear it down. So this is why we don't have a great healthcare system. We need to build us a healthcare system that can handle an epidemic like this, so we don't have this problem. We need to fix our insurance system so it's no longer grossly negligent like this one is. We need to make sure that people are provided for, and we need to make sure people can afford it so that they don't avoid going into the doctors. And we need to make sure everyone's covered, no matter what. This is no longer something that we can avoid putting off. This is something that we have to step up and do. No ifs, no ands, no buts. And no pointing fingers and saying it's their fault. It's our fault. We need to look in the mirror and say, this is it. It's done. No more screaming, no more hollering. Let's step up and do the right thing. So I welcome you all to join me on the 25th, Wednesday, 7 to 8 on Facebook. So please. Thank you.